clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me out.
Oh, you can all eat my balls.
Oh, just let me
Oh,
the clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home. My balls keep telling me to let me out.
Yeah.
Oh, just let me out. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, and my balls keep telling me to let me out. Fucking all that shit.
Late.
Let me go.
Broadcasting live from Hard Earth. This is the most badass YouTube podcast in all of the land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C. Got Jeff behind the glass. Excuse me. That's a good start. Jeff on point. Matt behind the glass. I want to talk to you guys about. I put out a video. We got an echo. Sure. Taken care of. Yeah, because I was recording something. Would you leave your life for Hilla Klein? Fuck yeah, all that money. Fuck yeah. Only if I can cuck Ethan though. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Well, yeah. Oh, definitely. Put her in my videos. Get an OnlyFans. Go to town. Sure. So anyway, haven't done the echo thing in a long time. Tommy, you'd be late for your own funeral. Who said that? What movie is that from? You would be late for your own goddamn funeral. Oh, yeah. Oh, Goodfellas, when he shoots Sam Jackson in the back of the head.
Yeah.
You're late for your own goddamn funeral. That really happened, yeah. Well, I don't know how they killed him, but Stax was in charge of driving the car for Lufthansa height, and he got so fucking high that he like left it somewhere where it could be easily found, right? So it was just a matter of time. Yeah. So they smoked him. Yeah. Oh, actually, in the book it's different. It's in the book. It was that on top of he was going in the bars, the mafia bars, and saying, "Well, I guess an N-word like me is never gonna get his cut with all these mafia guys here." And they took care of him. That was what they said in the book in Wise Guy. And then they shot.
We just did a member stream yesterday.
Member streams is live right now. If you're a member, you can go watch it right after.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of.
It was an amazing stream.
Matt had a good time. All right.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to. Oh, sorry, Jeff. Where are you? There you are. I do kind of want a serious rant. I almost got 10,000 views too. For me, that's a lot. Quartering retweeted a tweet. He said, "Tommy's right here. The only thing I would change is the accuracy rate. That comes into play later. People really got hung up on the fucking number. If a sexual misconduct allegation is first posted to social media, it's become ignore on site to me." Well, that's 100% then. That means you mean or zero.
That means fuck everyone.
Yeah, it means fuck everybody. There's a theme in this. It's funny. Everybody got. So he says like, all right, now I'm getting ahead of myself because at the point I said I don't believe 10% of them. And he said, I would change the accuracy rate, right? And then he goes, ignore on site. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's 0%.
That's nobody.
Nobody. Fuck all y'all. But look, I get what he's trying to say and what have you.
Yeah.
Too many lines ruined by flat out lies or cloud chasers, a real shame for actual victims. And of course, just this weekend, we had a now confessed liar just join on the James Charles train, and that's why I can believe. That's why, like 20 years ago, 16 people came out against you. I might think about it, but we're not connected like we were 20 years ago. We're connected now, like So I don't care for 105, especially more famous and more I expected, and more expected to be bullshit, especially if it goes right to social media. So too many lines ruined. So I basically I appreciate the retweet. I got a little traction, but boy, did it piss some people off, and I'm here to address that criticism. But here it is but this is like me really speaking. This is not some fucking Tommy C wacky act. Some of you don't think I have a real job, and I really don't give. I could give less than shit. But my job is to find the stupid stories in the internet. When I got interested in this stuff, it was basically, God, I remember like in 2015, like FIFA dramas and Drama Alert. That's when I thought this was interesting. The politics of YouTube, the internet celebrity that wants to be treated like a celebrity but doesn't want all the responsibility comes along.
That's
with
a lot of
public
money,
figure.
I guess, for a person of
up
color.
into. Thank you, John Bonzami, to Canadian. Def Noodles did my cat. I believe you. Including being criticized. That's what I signed up for. And I, no disrespect to the guy that sent this to me. He's trying to help me. I got another, and this one's Jake Paul, sex allegation that goes right to social media. Unfortunately, I don't know the legitimacy of it, and I don't have the time or the interest to look into it. Unfortunately, because of people like Ethan Klein, I Am Alex, the Zap Tie situation, Solid Shibe, I believe about anywhere between 5 and 10% of sexual misconduct allegations. Ethan has blown these up, used words like pedophilia, grooming, predator. It just doesn't fit with. Add child porn to the list now. To the subject he's talking about. Instead of putting clickbait in the title, we speak it constantly. And I didn't sign up for this. I signed up for all the things that I said before: the silliness, the funny part, the oddball part, the politics of YouTube. So if you see me kind of like not covering a story, I'm not going to sit there and lie to you and say I won't ever do it again. I mean, this is a business. But I tell you, when I do, know that I'm not enjoying it.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
More than likely.
A person of color.
Thank you so much. Definitely did my cat too. Wow, the allegations are mounting. Well, that's 2, so it must be true. These things are serious issues that need to be mitigated in courtrooms, police departments, and they're simply being done on Twitter, thanks to people like Ethan Klein. So if you don't see any of that stuff from me in the future, I might go somewhere else. All right, so that's this. I want to make this abundantly clear. I got overwhelming support for this. A lot. I can't blame you and this stuff like this because, like, there wasn't much going on. I get this message and I start to watch a video and I'm like, upper right hand corner, click. I'm not doing it. I'm sick of this. This will be, if this, me not going over this stuff ad nauseum, is the death of my channel, so fucking be it. I'll just get a fucking job because this is getting goddamn ridiculous. And it's so clearly being used as a weapon. Sometimes it doesn't need a financial motivation. And there also seems like I since when do we believe anybody or give them the benefit of the doubt so much that they are not questioned? Since when was this like a real effort? The people that were mad at me weren't mad at so much like how I expressed myself or if I said anything incorrect. They were mad at me. Thanks so much, Sweet Nova B. They were mad at me for what I thought. And I put in the 5 and 10% thing. And people really keyed on what essentially is a fucking metaphor. Somebody asked me, if you can believe this, well, I go, how many people they get off, right? And I said that were absolutely untrue. And off the top of my head, I said 3. I think it was 4 now. But that's, of course, relevant. And he said, well, you're sitting there saying you only know 3 people, and you don't believe anywhere between 5 and 10%. What the fuck do you think I did to come up with this number? A math equation? Are you really going to try to take me literally? Are you joking? Look, when you recover somebody, what do you say? How you feeling? I'm about 90% there. That's not a real number. And if I was being, like, I guess accurate, it'd probably be more between, like, who has a shift between 5 and 10%? Are we like between 5, 6, and maybe 7 and 6.5 to 7? Like, they really, I have this peer review argument because your numbers don't make sense. It's it's just a metaphor, an expression. It's not supposed to be 100% accurate. I tell you something. The motherfuckers like running riot and this particular jackass, and I can't remember his name, are fucking more concerned with the number that I put out there and what I thought than getting this shit right. I've debunked your argument because you're, I I don't know, calibration or a math formula was faulty. Are you fucking joking? I mean, we really keyed in. And you can see quartering, and I'm not criticizing here. I really appreciate the support to spread this message that I have. The only thing I would change is the accuracy rate. Okay? And then he goes on to say he didn't believe any of his shit. Right? So it's like he knows at even a subconscious level, using a word like 5 to 10% is probably going to be taken wrong in the first place. And I tell you something, if you don't like the way I feel, that's fine. I'm not saying what I'm like. Here's what I wrote back. It was like almost immediately after. To be clear, the accuracy rate is my own personal feelings. I have no idea what the true number is. I'm entitled to feel that this is mostly horse shit. The people that seem to be supporting this shit really just want an opportunity to ruin people without mitigation of any kind. Only kangaroo style in the court of public opinion. The modern day rack. The only difference is we don't have any kind of government body that is sentencing these people to these racks. So all these progressive lefties that are so goddamn concerned about women and rape allegations, I'm sorry, I think they're more concerned that I'm falling in line. Especially if they concentrate on things like 5 to 10%, a metaphor, an expression, a figure of speech, not a math problem. You can't believe that because that's an inaccurate... No, it's the way I feel, fuckface. And I have every right to feel that. After how many allegations have we heard since this really started picking up steam in 2019, at least at the YouTube level, that have either been disproven or there's no legal intervention whatsoever. You mean to tell me I don't have the right to feel that way? Kill yourself. Really? Drive off a bridge. Have your dog eat your balls in the middle of the night. I fucking overdose on heroin. Fuck you. I'm entitled to feel any way I want. And if you want to go like the Twizz Fizz route, but you're saying it on a platform, I got every right to do that and say what I feel on my fucking platform. And I don't care what fucking false rape allegation apologist has to fucking say about it. I don't care. So yeah. I don't believe hardly any of this shit. Is that a little better? 5 to 10%? I don't believe more than half of it. Is that okay? Fuck you. Fuck you, Running Riot. Fuck you in the ass. I mean, you sit there and you criticize me for the way I think and feel, and you leave out the fact that of all these experiences that I've had, that you have been on the same journey with me, and you've seen how much horseshit that is. You've seen it over and over and over. It just sounds to me that you want a place where you can throw that tomato, where the guy in the rack with no defense. You're medieval. You're stupid. You're Salem witch trial mentality. I don't want that in a Western world. Perhaps you do. It's worked so well in the past. So yeah. You don't like the way I feel? And by the way, I don't care if you've been raped. I don't think that has anything fucking to do with it. You don't get to control my feelings and my expression because something tragic happened to you. I don't care if you know somebody. I don't care if it's your fucking mother. You're not going to shut me down over a number used because something tragic happened to you. Are you kidding me? That would be like me saying, I know somebody died in 9/11. Can't make 9/11 jokes in front of me. Or on Twitter, maybe you can't make it fun of me because I'll whip your fucking ass. That's a different fucking story. But I'm going to sit there and I'll report you on Twitter. Fuck off. Suck my dick. Really. Like I'll pull out my pants. You can suck my dick.
If you're over 18.
Yeah.
Tommy, I'd appreciate if you don't make any amputee jokes.
No, yeah. Well, guess what? You're fired.
Tommy, I've been nursing kind of a tight back the last couple weeks, but had a good workout today. I'd say I'm feeling about 85%.
85%. Are you sure? Yeah. Did you go to the doctor? Did he give you that kind of number? What formula did you use to come to that number? What do you? How can you sit there and honestly say you're up to like 45% when you actually don't know? You're not a doctor. Fuck off. Really? I don't have to believe you. And I tell you something, I thank the Me Too movement for over fucking doing it and using Me Too as a weapon to shut down the people they hate, men. Thank Ethan Klein. Do you think he gives a rat's ass about any of these victims? This is about money and cloth. That's what this is about. Cloth. None of those fucking, not one of these cases, and 16 of them we're up to now, have even been looked at in the police, yet Ethan Klein throws words like grooming, pedophile, child porn. You gotta assume, James Charles. You have to.
We're up to 16. What's the
You have to sue this man. It's just ridiculous. Deaf Noodles, who has been convinced by the people like, I don't know, the massive amounts of running riots out there, that this is fine, because running riots never going to question it unless it's like, I don't know, a politician he likes. So if you don't like the way I feel, if you think, here's the best part. You think I'm wrong? I think it's a lot higher than that, Tommy. Okay. I can't really argue with them because it's only the way I feel.
Opinion? Weird. That's weird.
I just picture Tommy with a stack of surveys trying to go through the statistics. Just like through
Yeah,
Yeah, what was your Tommy? What was your meta-analysis on this to come up with that number?
I don't know. I don't know. I just I asked Bosch. I don't. What the fuck? Like, what is it? This is not accurate because according to the FBI, look at the FBI statistics. It's probably a little more fucking accurate. Well, I don't know. You know that more than 70% of cases don't get reported. Well, how did they get reported then? How the fuck do you know that? Your fucking math's worse than mine if they didn't get reported and you're fucking giving me a percentage number. We believe that 70% of assault allegations don't get reported. By what metric? Non-reports?
We took a survey of 70 turtles on a college campus.
He can't sue because he's guilty. No, Mike, you're dope. That's not the fucking way it works. They have to prove that he's a pedophile if he sues, not the other way around. That's how, and that's another thing. The ignorance, the painful ignorance about the legal system. And I don't even claim to be a fucking competent person when it comes, and the painful ignorance I hear about the legal thing. It would be up to Ethan Klein to prove that it was legitimate. Now, Ethan Klein would probably take the easy way out, more than likely, and claim that he was a public figure because you have to show damage. But I don't know, James Charles might be able to show damage.
Possibly.
You have to sue these guys
for a person.
And I don't care if they fucking make $20,000 a year in McDonald's. Sue them in poverty.
I was going to say, who was that? Was it a basketball player that sued somebody into poverty?
I remember hearing a story about Derek Coleman, okay? And I don't know where it went. I think I was driving at the time, so I was anywhere between the ages of 17 and 20. And Derek Coleman was arrested of like
That's
first degree rape.
I guess.
In I want to say Connecticut. I mean, I'm not in New Jersey. So what he did is, I guess the cops got her to flip, or she couldn't say she was at the place she went, so she finally tapped out. He sued her. And when he said that people kept coming up, like, God, this girl's just like, she's a stripper. I mean, she doesn't need money as it is. You're a multimillionaire. You got your own sneaker. Like, no, because if I don't do it, she ain't gonna stop. She's just gonna get the right fucking ball player one day. And I'm like, boy, I took a lot of balls. Now, fucking Derek Coleman is not my favorite basketball player of all time, right? Stop hanging out with teenagers. How old are you, Matt?
32.
There you go. How teenager? Hey, Joe, how old are you? 23. He's 23. You're good. I'm good. All right. Make sure you give me a blowjob later, Joe. I'm grooming you. Oh, fuck yourself.
Yeah, so somebody's going to clip that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, hanging out with teenagers. I don't hang out with any teenagers.
I wish Patrick Kane would have done that.
What's that? Hung out with teenagers?
Stewart.
No, I don't.
No. Stewart sent that bitch into poverty.
Huh?
He did go out and win the MVP, though, so, I mean, that was pretty cool.
Start paying the mods? Fuck no. We can quit. I bet they won't. Yes, I'm a
Mike,
mod.
why don't you pay him, Mike?
You pay him. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, why don't you pay him if you feel so bad? If you care about him so much, why
But
don't
is
you
this a
pay him?
strike? That's not where they're not deleting stuff. Is this like a strike? We're on strike. Although I have to admit, you know, we didn't have like mods outside of the team for years. You know that?
Yeah.
Tommy Groom blowbacks, and no, believe me, I would never do that. He's made me that disease is it a disease? What is autism? It's not a disease. It's an affliction, right? That thing has drove me crazy. You got my PayPal, freak. I just hire more mods. Just right click. So I don't know. Let's look at some of this fucking stuff. I don't know. Let's hear it. I'm just gonna go through a list of ridiculous things I've seen in the internet and just tell you why I don't believe this fucking horseshit.
Thing that I can do is just not cover the story.
I don't think a lot of people believe it. I think they jump on the fucking train because it's just a cool thing to do. I think the allegations have added up with James Charles. You know, I keep on hearing that he sent nudes or anything and stuff like that. Well, is there police involvement? Do we know that for a fact? I mean, I have people, he can't sue because he's guilty. Really? What cop has seen this? You ask yourself? I mean, you're entitled to believe the guy's a fucking pedophile, whatever the fuck it is. I'm not going to tell you otherwise, but I don't have to get on your fucking train. You know, and one of the reasons I got the John Swan story right is because I didn't get on the fucking train. And I'm not getting on this one either.
Story, because I have serious doubt.
Hold on.
Okay, so about 30 minutes ago, I uploaded a Twitter video talking about the Jake Paul sexual assault allegations. And I basically explained why I have doubt that this story is real, and I wanted feedback from you guys before I covered it on Drama Alert, because I don't want to be called a victim blamer and all this other stuff, right? So I wanted to figure out what am I missing here, right? And so the majority of you guys responding to me agree with me and also don't really believe the allegations. But there is some people saying that, look, you know, you can freeze up, and, you know, and you can just go along with it even though you don't want to, and all this other stuff. So, yeah. I think the best thing that I can do is just not cover the story because I have serious doubts. And wait until there's more evidence.
I almost got worried there for a second that he was going to say something incredibly stupid. But I think that needs to be the thing going forward. Yeah. Nah, I think I'm not doing it. I think that should be, yeah, sure. What do you do? Every TikTok that somebody says they got a DM is going to end up in a 500K YouTuber's hands and reported on the internet and sourced by a guy that says in his title that he's a satirical character? This is a guy who says he's doing satire, talking about fucking COVID parties and rape. Nah, man. Honestly, if YouTube comes in and fucking clips Def Noodles, it's one of the few fucking situations where I'd be almost okay with it. I think you should get a warning until be told to stop, and that would send a much better message. But if they just fucking, because, you know, if you look, y'all remember, what's her name? Katie. Who's that crazy bitch?
That's a lot of money,
That was
I guess,
involved with,
for a person of color.
Mike.
Which crazy bitch.
Oh, yeah, which one? The one with Repsion and
Katie Joy?
that's another one. Without a fucking thought in her head. No, the singer, lunatic. The one that talks like this and has a lot of cats. That's a lot of them too, come to think of it.
Joy Sparkle.
Joy Sparkle. Go look at Def Nuda's channel. How is that different than fucking, we were told this channel's like hers or a thing in the past.
It's fitting because he wears cat ears. It's fitting.
Yeah, he does. How about, like, we were told you can't, like, I mean, the word in the inside is no more than 3 videos on a particular YouTuber, all right? And I wish they'd make that, like, public record or something like that. Maybe it's better that they don't, because then I could never do one again or some more shit like that. But yeah, 3 videos. Look at fucking his timeline. It looks like Joyce Sparkles. Didn't they clip her channel? I don't care if he goes. It's not if he's knowingly spreading misinformation and then, you know, plans to hide on it by a satire argument. It's not. It's a complete non sequitur. It does not follow. He's not a satirical character. He's a liar, and he's quite literally doing this for clicks and views. No different than Ethan Klein. No different than I Am Alex. So we have these fucking grandiose cunts that'll just perforate this for their personal, whether it be just clout or just being seen as someone who's virtuous and important. And I'm supposed to believe this shit? Seriously? I mean, I'm just supposed to remember just the time, reality, all my life experience just don't count because I'm not a woman? Get the fuck out of here. Go fuck yourself. You don't know. You can't say because you're not a woman, trans, black. Fuck off. You can say whatever I want. And I don't have to look through a paradigm of, wow, the color of my skin reflects what I cannot think and feel. Go fuck yourself. Suck my dick. Ridiculous. So yeah, maybe we should stop covering them. I'm not demanding it. I'm not going to yell at you at Twitter. But maybe we should just, as the commentary community, just go. Sound reasonable, Matt?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because we have people like this. Somebody I kind of like, this Patty Page. She's going to defend this madness. Imagine if the shoe was on the other foot and somebody else fucking dropped a story on her or her friends or her ideology or whatever. Read the Cavo's Def Noodles video. So what I've learned is that Noodles is cringy and kind of already knew that. His commentary isn't very funny. It's not my kind of comedy either. He has a problem taking criticism. Many creators have a hard time with critique. I don't. I'm so unsurprised by that, but will retract statements here when he is wrong. But will retract statements he made when he is wrong. Will use his character to cover himself. Legally smart. No, cowardly. And he hasn't been challenged in court yet, so how smart could it be? I mean, he's really going to go in and say, you're suing Dennis Fatosa, Def Noodle said that? That's smart. Got legal issue between Cavos and Deji incorrect. Still needs to be addressed and corrected. Never going to happen. Flip-flops and inconsistency when it comes to his character and himself. What I learned about the male commentary space, I believe that disavowing something that's said or done is enough to remove social responsibility. Like, you're a commentator? They don't have a clear understanding of what the alt-right is. Like, it's so chaotic. It doesn't even make much sense. They don't have a clear understanding. Neither do you. And that actually doesn't have to do with the socialist group or just the ideology you perpetuate via social media. Ultimately, Def isn't the edgelord boys club and is okay within his own lane. Slander? Oh, so let me get this straight, Patty. He's not a member of the fucking alt-right, so therefore he's, I don't know, just a little more swallowable. Even though he gets stories wrong, he's filled with misinformation, deflects them through a fictional character, but he's better than those guys that are literal Nazis. Is that it? Is that your conclusion? Oh, here's your conclusion. Instead of showing me a truly bad character attributes, I'm just seeing a man with ego. Shocking. Who's also arguing against other men with egos. Shocking. That's what you surmised? The person who has done the worst of this is Nicholas Diorio, and got a direct spark and reaction that he doesn't see as good enough. Totally up to him. All right. Nicholas hasn't gotten anything wrong, sweetheart. And I gotta be honest with you. I think you're a Nazi. I think you're fucking. If the roles were right, you'd be right there guarding the concentration camp, right there, because you only regurgitate what left-wing talking points and things that make you seem important, signal your virtue. I think those are the type of people that are the authoritarians, not the people that buck the norm. And the fact that you could just sit there and say, well, we're all far right, when you really don't have a decent even understanding of that, and just put it all, it's just you not being able to take any kind of criticism. Because who wants to argue with a Nazi? I wouldn't argue with a Nazi. I wouldn't give them the time of fucking day. But you have so many people coming at you at so many fucking directions, Patty, that this is a defense mechanism. They must be Nazis. You know why? Because you're stupid. You're a stupid, stupid woman that can't handle a debate or an argument, that you could just dismiss everybody. And we've seen it so many times before. In the early 50s, everybody was a communist. I mean, of course, we saw it in Salem. There are witches. You are a part of that never-ending human condition. You don't stand around. You're a concentration camp guard. How do you like it, Nazi? That you could just sit there and dismiss. There's a list of things. This guy's screwing up. And I'm sure you're one of those people that run around and talk about bad information and fake fucking news. And to sit there and dismiss all criticism, or Nick, it's just like Deaf Noodles, the lesser of two fucking evils, makes you an ignorant moron, a complete jerk off. Thanks, Nick. Thanks. That would, I don't know, look past truth if it doesn't fit your worldview. Patty, you are one of the dumbest people that I've come across, and I completely misjudged you because I thought you were a very interesting and bright woman. But I guess after these fucking riots, after all this turmoil that we have in the States, you've decided that you know something other than tea. You don't. Believe me. CEO, perfect fucking name. CEO Ho would be much better because you're definitely the queen of that. For sure. No respect. You are not an individual. You are a fucking group thinker, and you cannot handle any kind of criticism and or debate because you have to frame everybody as the absolute fucking worst thing in the world because you're stupid. You're a stupid, ignorant broad, and you always will be. I don't think there's any fixing it. I don't think there's any I don't think you've got hit by an ideological Mack truck. Nothing's going to change. You're an ignorant person that you would look behind the damage that man's doing and you would only look at it in political terms. Well, he's on my side, so it's okay. How about this, CEO Ho? How about this? How about it's not good from anybody's side? Is that a radical thought? Or am I not allowed to think that because I'm white and I don't understand? Oh yeah, stick that up your ass before you come with that ridiculous argument that's designed to deflect an argument. What an ignorant, stupid woman you will always be. And one of the people, people like you and running Riot and people that think you should just be able to spit out allegations without any kind of mitigation, investigation, or even questioning are what's made the Me Too movement a joke, an afterthought. You got Me Too. That's what it's become. Because of stupid, ignorant morons like you that can't see through your political tunnel vision. And the best part is your political knowledge is limited at best to probably a freshman in high school's understanding of it. There you go, Patty. That's for you. Oh, maybe one of the other reasons I don't buy this fucking bullshit. This is the guy that allegedly raped those girls with the David Dobrik story. Apparently, he's doing okay on fucking TikTok. He's doing good. He's doing great. Doing wonderful.
I wish TikTok would just burn.
He's getting engagement.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
I think it's just the point. This is my personal. I have no idea that now these allegations are so fucking common. People are thinking, I want to be a fan of a social media star. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. There's no way to fucking tell because everybody's getting accused. You got Patty Page apologizing for fucking false allegation. Deaf Noodles fucking doubling, quadrupling down after he gets caught unapologetic because he's incapable. I Am Alex continuing to do it, ruin kids' careers before they turn 21 years old. And he still continues to thrive. Slazzo. Zap Tie, fucking Solid Shy, all lives turned upside fucking down because of the Patty Pages and the running riots in the world to refuse to question things that might make their personal ideology be questionable. Well, I don't care if you question my personal ideology. I just want you to get the rapist. And I know the best way to do that is not on fucking social media. Is that just so ridiculous?
Yes. Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, fuck! God damn it. I'll just shut the fuck up.
Is that so out of... Or no, it's not ridiculous, but I think what you should... No, how about this? How about this? No cops, don't care. All right? Don't care. No cops, don't care. And I gotta be anything else. It's just, I immediately get suspicious. I think it's a bunch of fucking horseshit. And I'm not chasing down Jake Paul's fucking rapist. And if he does go down raping fucking bitches and there's a big lack of interest by the Keemstars and scarce in the world, I blame fucking you. I blame you. I think that you guys have just used this shit for your own advantage. And everybody's got a little different thing. Patty Page got a different thing. Def Noodle's got a different motivation. Ethan Klein. You've all created this spectacular environment of feigning caring about, victims' rights, sexual assault, and really using some of the most inaccurate hyperbole would be putting it kind of being generous to just turn this into the fucking circus. Ethan Klein's a ringleader. Trisha Paytas, a girl that we know physically put her hand on a 16-year-old boy's underwear. We know she did that. Yet somehow we have a complete lack of evidence with James Charles. We don't know what was said. We don't know nothing. Nothing. We don't know if he received stuff. We don't know anything. We have unverified testimony. And Ethan Klein and Def Noodles, call me crazy, are not capable of verifying it at any level. Their bias is too clear. Their motives have been noted. Def Noodles getting nailed. Here's what he wrote. Totally unexpected. James Charles, 12th underage victim, comes forward. This boy is 15. He allegedly told James his age. James allegedly responds with, quote, "Can we just chill?" After allegedly offering to fly to Boyd to visit him and spend time in his house. 17-year-old boys have come forward. I'm not even surprised that you're defending a rapist at this point. I don't even think that's him. He ain't giving me. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? It would be he would completely discard everything I said, everything I put forward, and like, you're a rape apologist, you're a Nazi, you're a transform. It's a wonderful substitute for thinking, because everybody that is into politics, whether they're just a fan, somebody wants to sound smart, somebody in politics, somebody that works for politicians, anybody in Washington, there's nothing they hate more than a critical eye. It makes them fucking crazy. Because what is politics, and what has it ever been but a giant virtue signal? And it's really easy to fucking, as you've seen on YouTube, and we've done so many times in the show, to kick the chair pedestal right out from under these people and just show how human they really are. So a critical eye, yeah, I've seen a lot of that. There's certain things you can't say. You can't say you don't believe all women. Yeah, you can. If you just sit there and choose to ignore the critics, I don't surround myself with people that fucking believe that. I would think they're personally stupid. The same way you probably wouldn't surround yourself with Nazis. Well, no. Most of you, if the Nazi thing was the popular pop culture thing to do, you'd probably be right there with them. Because most of you YouTubers.
Probably.
I'll stay with you. You can stay with me. So this guy eventually came forward. This whole thing's fucking fake. And I guess he admitted it, right? This is another allegation. James Charles from Ethan Klein. James Charles allegedly solicited sexual photographs from this 16-year-old before asking his age. Allegedly. FBI should know that he's in likely possession of child pornography.
Oh.
So we have this blacked out.
Okay.
For God knows what reason. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's dope for you. How old are you? 16, don't be mad, laugh my ass off. I hate age, I'll be 17 soon. Still illegal though. Really? Laugh my ass off? What is this evidence of? How is this man so comfortable? How old are you? We don't know what was said. We don't know the context. We don't know if there's a picture above there. I'd like to see what was said here. Why wouldn't it say something, okay, I sent you the pictures, what do you think of them? This is worth posting?
Yeah. That'd be kind of an integral.
This would be, in our little community, this would be suicide. If somebody came in for an optics chat, it wouldn't matter if it was Nick or Bobax or Augie or Tim, we'd laugh them and yell at them. Yet this jackass, who is clearly just living and breathing off his intake of dopamine, could post something like this. This is nothing. No wonder there's no police involvement. Oh, that's when, that's terrible. Fucking Vault called me a potato nigger, and I don't appreciate that.
Oh my God. Disavow.
And I disavow this. I'm very fucking offended. I'm of Irish descent, and I'm not an N-word. I come from very proud people. How dare you, Vault, you racist.
Disavow.
Yeah, I disavow. There you go. I want to live in a place where I can say whatever the fuck I want, feel whatever the fuck I like. I want a place where you can go to work and still keep your job and feel what you like. Regardless of what fucking agenda you might upend. You can't say that. Remember when fucking what's her name said, Fizz? You can't say that because other people might hear it. Oh, fuck. How's your channel doing, sweetheart?
I'm not, yeah. I honestly don't really give a fuck what you say.
My new things is I call the lefties Nazis. It's like,
okay, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's just give it to them back.
That sounds fun. That sounds
do
like
exactly what that Polish fucking preacher did. God, that's beautiful. You want to watch that?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it, yeah.
Polish cow. Sounds like a date in New Jersey. Let's see. Polish. Thank you much. I really wish Perez Hilton would have a suit. I am Alex. Yeah, he's probably. He's not exactly the man of principle. Polish preacher? I don't know. There we go. Police kicks out Polish.
This was in
pastor,
Canada, right?
I can't believe I've never met a Polish guy in my life that wasn't Catholic. So pastor's not a word. We kicks out police. Oh God, this is beautiful. I need the raw tape.
It's a video right there, isn't it?
Yeah, here in London, they're kicking people out of Good Friday service.
Why?
Because of the law. It probably wasn't legislated.
The law that's not a law? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the law's there. The law that wasn't legislated. All right.
Please get out.
This is my hero.
Yeah,
let me tell you something.
I love this
let me tell you something.
This
All my friends that believe that you can only speak on the basis of your fucking ethnicity and your opinion only has value because of your skin color. And if we don't believe that, we'll all be oppressed for some fucking reason or another, some insane fucking fallacy you have. This guy experienced the fucking what true oppression is. And it's not being poor in fucking Brooklyn. It's every part of your life regulated by fucking government and serious consequences up into including life imprisonment and death for speaking out. That's what this guy grew up in. So the Canadian police, the Nazi concentration guards that they are, decide to come in at Good Friday and talk to them. Why didn't they shut it down? Well, they didn't have a warrant. And this is how you deal with real Nazis. Government, right-wingers, left-wingers, this is how you do it, especially if they don't have a warrant.
And yes, Canada actually does have
Get out
police.
of this property immediately. Get out. Get out of this property immediately. Out. I don't want to hear anything. Out of this.
Best part is she does look German. Oh, I don't have the thing on here. Oh, sorry. Here we go.
Rewind.
Get out of this property immediately. Out. I don't want to hear anything. Out of this property immediately. I don't want to hear a word. Out. Out. Out of this property immediately until you come back with a warrant. Out. Out!
Okay, I just want. No, bitch. And by the way, you look like a fucking Greta concentration camp guard. Isn't that fucking ironic?
Out! 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 Out of this property! Immediately out! Immediately go out and don't come back.
How much you want to bet they didn't go to a mosque?
I don't want to talk to you. Not a word. Out of this property, immediately out. I don't care what you have to say. Out! Out! Out of this property, you Nazis! Out! Out! Gestapo is not allowed here. Immediately, Gestapo is not allowed. Out!
It's really, but how much you want to bet what she says is not important? How much you want to bet she's just going to regurgitate some horse shit that everybody's heard on the fucking news over and over again? And her getting her word in is really more about her own ego and not the safety of the fucking parish. How much you want to bet that is the case? How much you want to bet that this is more about her fucking Nazi ego? That's what I think. I think it's about ego. I think this is about putting fucking people in place. And I think they never would have set foot in this motherfucker if they thought this Polak wasn't going to chase them the fuck out. Because this was a chance to intimidate a fucking group of people that they particularly don't like, which is the faithful. The always enemy of the left ever since I've been born. And if you want to look back to Soviet Russia, you see how people of faith were treated. I am personally not a person of faith. In fact, I deeply feel that being a person of faith might not always be the best thing for you, but certainly I respect your ability to assemble and practice and preach the word of whatever spaghetti monster you might believe in. I think this fucking Polak's a goddamn hero, and this is the way you talk to these Nazis. This is what they are. They're Nazis. They were there to intimidate, because if they had any authority, they'd have shut that bitch down. In fact, I'm pretty sure if everybody didn't have one of these in their pockets, they would have shut the fucker down illegally. Because they're Nazis in Canada. They're all over the place.
Do you understand English?
And the one in Ottawa is the biggest one with his nice fucking haircut.
Get out of this property. Go. So go. Go. And don't come back without the warrant. Out, Nazi. Out.
Out, Nazi. Nazi Strauss.
You understand? Nazis are not welcome here. Out. And don't come back without the warrant. Do not come back without the warrant. You understand?
The fact that he didn't call her a cunt is an exercise of discipline that I don't have. I can't believe he didn't call her a festering, because you know what? They probably could have nailed her. And maybe that's why she was sticking around. Maybe they're, because they have these backwards, left-wing Nazi thought laws in Canada. He was just hanging around long enough where she would say something sexist so they could arrest him. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe not arrest him right there, but charge him in the kangaroo human rights court that they have in Canada. Yeah, or something like that. Truly a Nazi. And I tell you something, I'm not going to point the finger at any fucking cop here, but I tell you something, if one of these guys didn't feel a little bit more than ashamed, the fact that they are more than likely only going to places of white theocracy, or with, I don't know what the fuck white theocracy is, but let's be honest, most people associate, even though it's not true, Christianity with people of European persuasion. I wonder if they weren't humiliated, embarrassed. Probably couldn't quit if they wanted to. These guys have families themselves, but boy, would I have been sick to my stomach. I wouldn't be able to sleep. And I'm sure that little fucking non-cop civilian, I'm sure those cops felt the same way we felt about civilians when I was in the military that had military power or power over other troops. We found them to be a bunch of useless, worthless bureaucrats that were stealing money from the taxpayer. I think Greta the Nazi here is more than likely one of them.
That you're not welcome here. Nazis are not welcome here.
Nazis are not welcome here.
Gestapo is not welcome here.
Bye, Gestapo.
Do not come back, you Nazi psychopaths. Unbelievable, sick, evil people. Intimidating people in a church during the Passover. You Gestapo, Nazi, communists, fascists. Don't you dare coming back here.
Shame walk. Good. Thank you. That guy's a fucking hero, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. He did it right, too. He didn't cross the fucking line. He didn't give them any fucking room to arrest him. And he just shoved it up their ass. That's my new tactic. Call them Nazis. Do it. They get all fucking... How did he call me a Nazi? I'm a cop. Yeah. You're not screaming. You're a fucking Nazi. Most of these fucking people you live around every day, they just go along with shit. Even the ones that people, well, if things get real bad, I'm going to get my guns and go down and shoot. Nah, you're a concentration camp guard too. You ain't going to do shit. This guy, this motherfucker right here, he's going to do shit. You know why? Because he knows what it's like to lose. Because he's been in one of those countries that lost. None of you, I don't care what the fucking color of your skin is in the United States, you don't know this shit. You don't know what they know. You want to play this fucking game with me that you can't talk because your skin color, your ethnicity? Well, I'll play the same fucking game. You didn't live under real oppression in Eastern Europe prior to 1989. He did. So I can't really take you seriously. Don't care if you take me seriously or not. Corporate fascism. Here we come. Hitler was a socialist. Yeah, sort of. Not really.
No.
Not really. Just a popular word at the fucking time, and they threw it in there. Hey, listen. Before you get mad about me saying Hitler's not really a socialist, I never bought that fuck. Well, for a while I did, but I don't really buy that argument. You can always say that socialists, what they spawned was objectively worse and went on for longer and killed more people. So just keep that one in the back of your pocket. What, 1918 to 1989? Fucking 80 years of that horse shit?
How's that going in Venezuela right now?
I don't know.
You don't hear about it.
I know how it's going. Actually, I do. They can't even have bread lines. In Russia, they have bread lines.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
I think Bosch should be forced to move there for a month. I don't want to leave him down there so he gets killed. I'm giving him a month to survive, and then he should be airlifted out. There you go. There you go. No, so the other zombies don't eat him because they're hungry. Let's close this bitch out. Sit, man, you're on here.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah, you tell me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It really does seem like, the freedom of speech is just here. We just need to adapt our language. We just got to say everybody's a pedophile, Nazis.
Yeah. Sure. Well, I think it's. I'm getting to the point now where I wouldn't have said go lower. Now go lower. Fucking Trump is the only one that fucking ever needs success with fucking ripping their mask off and exposing for what they were, always were. So I say go low. That's what I learned. Go low.
Yeah, no. It is very fucking sad. I mean, again, we Ethan, who we used to have high respect for.
Yeah.
Now is just garbage. Just says whatever he wants.
And always was a garbage bag. He can't find his mask, so he's like, fuck it.
Well, yeah, that and whatchamacallit, there was also the fact that I'm never going to forget the clip that came off of, what was it? Who was that guy that did a documentary on him and all the people that he had on his show? God. But him, Zaptai, they both had that clip where, he's just talking about with Gila on his podcast and going, what do you think? We're journalists? We don't look into this shit.
Yeah, of course not.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
You want to know what? Don't take his word seriously.
I don't take it seriously.
And
I don't know how many people. I don't like. He doesn't really have the only thing he has left is the dipshits.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping James Charles does something. I hope we hear.
That would be fun. But there might be a reason he's not. Who knows?
Yeah.
Certainly, it's not gonna. You know what else he could do? This would be fucked. Sue one of the accusers. Like the 14-year-old, oh really? You want to see? All right, you thought that was cute. Now your family's in a $10 million lawsuit, and they collectively make $100,000 a year. Now what?
Holy shit! Yeah, buy your house.
It's fucked, but it definitely you think twice. Yeah, pick that last kid. That you know what you could do? Pick the last kid that would make him a liar. That's probably the thing. The guy that just admitted it. Mm-hmm. That case is already won in impoverished him.
Oh god, and also like what was it last night? Even like Def Noodles even like reported on a
And
story
watch
that literally
the
said
fucking
on it.
pool, the Def Noodles pool dry up. Watch Ethan scream like a maniac about victims and shit. And as this man's, his family, everybody, I mean, he's gonna have to sell his motherfucking goldfish. Because he can't afford the crumbs. That's what I'd do. Pick one, take an easy one. And Ethan at least could put up a fight because he has finances to it. Just take the kid that just lied and ruin his life and everybody's lives around him. Put him in permanent poverty or so much of a monthly fucking payment that he'll never be able to fucking make enough money to,
never be able to
like this, everything just gets just garnished.
Funny thing is, that's a concept, and I don't know if you've ever read Trump's book, but that's actually a concept in his book. When somebody screws you over, you screw them over
You end
10
them.
times over.
You end them.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I do. Pick this kid because he already admitted he lied. It's an open and shut case.
Yeah, and also I completely agree with you also that, you know, if you like don't want to go talk about these stupid allegations anymore, I think you have completely the right. You have every right to do a hyperbole as well.
Oh yeah, fine. Nazis, all of them. Concentration camps guards. And when I say, I like saying concentration camp guards because the concentration camp guard was the embodiment of, you know, the stupid that did what they had to do because what they were told, and it was kind of the popular opinion, you know, like fucking Patty Page and fucking Def.
God.
Yeah, actually no, Def Noodle was actually a little above Patty Page. He's like, you know, Lord Horha. The English the propagandist, the Nazi propagandist, the English caught, and he used to do this thing when he spit his propaganda off the European areas. He used to go, "Germany calling, Germany calling, Germany calling." Oh, he'd spit all this hateful shit and try to scare the Brits. Well, the end of the war came. When the war came, and guess what? An English unit located, captured, and arrested Lord Horha, whatever it is. Guess what they found out about him? He had a passport to a very interesting country, Northern Ireland. What does that mean when you're from Northern Ireland, Jeff?
What does that mean, Tommy?
It means you're part of the United Kingdom.
Oh!
That means you have committed high treason, the highest treason that you could possibly commit for the worst guy, Adolf Hitler. And they strung that bitch up and snapped his neck. One of the last fucking military executions the English ever did. There you go. Lord Har. I got the Lipo, you know what I'm talking about. The motherfucker. If he was American, if he was German, they'd probably just tell him to go home. But he was Northern Irish, which made him English, which sealed his fate. Nice. That's who Def Noodles is.
Yep, and I just saw that he's also going after, what is this, Morph recently.
Who's
Who
Morph?
said that they were, it's like
James
it's,
Charles sponsor.
Yep, and they were one of the people that said that they were going to deactivate his like thing.
It's not. It's not about helping people. It's about ending sponsorship.
No, it's not about the.
He doesn't
victims
have.
at all.
These motherfuckers, they fucking hold up banks and they don't have a smoking gun, man.
I'm honestly saying that, like, you know, I really do wish that the commentary community could just go back to being what it was, just, you know, correcting shit that was done wrong on here, not have all these fucking false pedophile alleged allegations of pedophilia, child pornography, and all that other shit.
Me too.
I really wish it was.
I wish we could get back to talking about. I remember this Pacific drama alert for some reason always pops in my head. These two FIFA guys were having an argument. I never really covered any FIFA drama here, and when I use that as a metaphor in my video, it's just my point is to, like, the one guy wrote me back, said, well, if men would just take responsibility, perhaps you could get back to your FIFA drama. I've never covered FIFA drama. What I wanted to show was a metaphor. Lefties don't get metaphors, do they? That like FIFA drama has to be the bare bones stupidest drama over a soccer video game, right? That's what I wanted to like express. I'm sure most people got it, but when you're, politically infected zombie. That's tough to see through those things. So what the fuck was I talking about? I hate when that happens. So what I was talking about? I hate when it literally happened to me live in the air. What I was just talking about, Jeff?
You were talking about like high treason in England.
Yeah, that's fucking. You're no fun. Get fucking out of here, Sid, man. I've been talking to you too long. Bye. Alvin,
York.
Alvin, you're
on the air.
Hi. I just don't believe internet accusations anymore. I haven't believed them since.
Good. I'm glad.
He's sorry.
I'm glad. I hope that I can get more people to be, at very least, extremely skeptical of all of them. That's my new missions, lefties. I'm going to tell my audience to be automatically skeptical unless a few boxes are checked. Police report being one, making sense would be the other, and the ability to withstand questioning. If you can do that, I give you permission to believe, because I have so much power on my platform. I can literally convince you to think the way I want you to.
Yeah, 100% agree. I just don't believe since Aziz Ansari, because like she came out and she's like, "Oh, I had a bad date, so like, he raped me." Like that's what it's kind of dissolved into, and ever since then, I've just made a policy: if it's I'm on the internet first, it's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, sure. Unless I'm showing something else.
Exactly.
All right, take care, Alvin. Thanks for the call. What is smurfing?
I feel like I've heard that. And
yeah, me too. And I didn't care enough to pay attention.
Hentai, you're right. Hentai, you're right. Being around all this fucking estrogen is making me spontaneously grow a fucking vagina. You're right.
John Bond zombie, and get ready for blitz calls. Blitz calls are one and done. Get ready, John. You're not getting a blitz call if you are over there. There you go,
know, man. How are you? Okay, so listen, I wanted to talk about the socialist thing about Canada. Some comment there.
But you're from Ontario, eh?
I know. I'm good. 2 hours north of Toronto, bro.
Okay.
But listen, I know tons and tons and tons of people who fucking hate Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
Tons. We don't like him.
I'm sure.
What you guys see in America is him shaking hands with Biden and shit. Fuck him. We don't like him. We want him out of here.
I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. But here's the thing: you gotta vote him out of there.
Dude, he has a minority government.
Yeah,
he has a minority government. He's still fucking pulling strings on the conservative side to get what he wants.
Well, the Dominion voting system, that's pretty credible.
Well, at least still have that. Maybe your conservatives are kind of like our conservatives, not really fucking conservatives, not really men of principle,
exactly.
but people that just want to stay in Ottawa and drink fucking wine the rest of their lives. That's what I've noticed in DC.
Yeah, I voted for a party called the People's Party of Canada. It's
a Nazi movement, or at least.
Oh man!
Let me guess. Oh, I know all the tricks.
And I'm Italian too, man. That's the worst.
Clearly. Oh, you fascist! How come Germans get hit with that Nazi? Here's the thing.
I love all you guys.
Hold on a second, John. You're Italian, right? Germans have to live with the swastika.
I can hear it.
Like Germans have to live with like the swastika, the Third Reich. Italians don't have to. Like I think that's bullshit. I think you should walk around in shame like the Germans do. The Italians are like,
listen, you know what we did?
You
know what we did to Mussolini?
Yeah,
we dragged him through the streets. Him and his wife.
You think that's what got you off? Well, you didn't do anything.
And burned them.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's how you do it.
You
do it.
That's how you get rid of it, man.
You don't hear about communism. It does work too, because you never hear about communism and people like outright. It is a poor country. It's a country called Romania. You know what they did to their guy? They took him and his wife, gave him a kangaroo chow, filmed it, and filled him full of 150 holes so everybody could see it. His name was Carcescu. Oh. That's the way you deal with those motherfuckers.
What was his name? Sorry?
Carcescu.
What was his
Carcescu.
name? Okay,
you watch on YouTube right now? You watch him smoke his wife.
What?
And she's sitting there on the fucking, you see how arrogant these people, I am your mother. After tying her arms around her back to shoot her in the chest. That's how fucking insane these people are. These left, like we always think of Hitler and right-wing maniacs, and believe me, that's there, but we never talk about how insane the left is. How many people they murdered. And by the way, he was killed, I think it was in 1990. It was only 30 years ago.
Look up the Democratic Convention of 1924. Go look it up.
Yeah.
Go look it up.
All right, well. Take care.
Look it up.
Take care.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Take it easy, buddy.
By the way, Leafs suck.
Later, man.
Take care. Bye.
Leafs
suck! Leafs suck!
They just traded for Nick Foligno, by the way.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, they got Nick Foligno? Leafs got Nick Foligno?
Yeah.
That's a huge pickup for them because I always thought he was a fucking leader, dude. You know?
Well, yeah,
he might be the tough guy they need over there.
He plays in fucking Columbus.
They'll go to the final and we'll all be singing, Leafs suck! Leafs suck!
Yeah, they're just setting themselves up to losing Game 7 to Boston somehow.
Yeah. They beat Ottawa last night? Oh, okay.
Tommy.
What?
I think Repzilla's throwing some shade your way. Check your DMs.
Really? Repzilla?
I mean, I could be wrong. I could be misinterpreting.
Yeah, probably. I don't know why. I've always been kind of cool with him.
Callers, thank you for being patient. We will get to you.
Oh, let's see if this. I've always been very cool. I've been stuck up for him. You hear about Jake Paul allegation. First thought is to call the girl a liar rather than saying, I don't think he's directing to me. Liar rather than saying that needs a proper investigation, special kind of needs person. Yeah, this is shade. I don't think it's me.
Shade.
Okay.
I don't know. You think it's me?
It's happened right as the show is going on. That's why I kind of.
Tough shit. That's not the real. That's not Repzilla, is it?
No,
yeah, that's 24/7. I'm all for proper investigations, Repzilla, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. We're not getting it.
It's just
you hear about Jake Paul the first call. I didn't call fucking anybody a liar. I just said I wasn't going to report it. I said I don't fucking believe it until there's a fucking proper investigation. Guess who can't do it? The internet. We even had big reporters coming here like Chris Hansen. Fucked it up. And you were all ready to get behind him, weren't you, Reps? Weren't you? You're ready. Oh, he's a fucking fake. Oh, you got duped. Poof. He gave you a right hook. Bang, bang. Knocked the gay right off your face. Yeah, I'm all for it. It never happens. Yeah, this part, there needs to be a proper investigation until you're a special kind. That's literally the problem. I never said a lie. I generally think they're bullshit. When have I come on here and said that girl's a liar or that guy's a liar? Unless I had corroborating evidence. One time in this show, I am speaking in general, Repzilla. Very much. If you're throwing shade to me, don't worry about it. I'm speaking in general. In general, Jake Paul, you want to fucking report this shit the rest of your fucking life? You want to feel fucking good about yourself doing this shit? Fine. I don't have to. I can do what I fucking want. And this is boring to me. I'm not like you. You got your fucking self in a lot of trouble trying to come off like you knew something. Like you were a better man. Like you were a virtuous man. Can anybody name what happened to Repzilla? Can anybody? Who did he get involved with?
Yeah.
What happened there? You believed him too. Now, what the fuck's his name? I already forgot. Oh, God. I don't know. The fucking chat will help me. He hasn't followed me back since I got there. I actually love the guy to death. What's his fucking name? Who did he get involved with? Where's No, fucking
Rewired Soul.
Rewired Soul, who I think is a good guy that made a mistake. All right, you got fucking bothered with him, dude. You guys all got busted for not doing your research and shit, and you're fucking saying something. I never called anybody a fucking liar that wasn't like proven a liar.
Again, he could be talking about Keemstar. I saw
with the John Swan situation. I said, look, I just don't believe him. I didn't call him a liar until I knew he was a liar. I said, I'm not buying this bullshit. I am allowed not to join your witch hunt. Keep your pitchfork, Repzilla. Keep it. And you want to sit there and go on and act like you fucking know something when you're pretty much a stupid fucking YouTuber? Feel free. Why do I have to join your idiocy? You can't even get me called. You can't find a piece of audio calling somebody a fucking liar. Oh, you said, look, I'm not buying this shit anymore. I even said in that thing, I go, look, I don't know what happened. I'm not investigating. Right? At least it's not, I'm investigating. I'm not really investigating. And you fuck it up. I don't want to be a part of your shit show. Because eventually, like you and so many others, it's just going to be a matter of time before I am Alex myself. From righteous indignation, acting like I fucking know something. Preaching, I don't need the dopamine you need to be a good fucking person. I don't need the praise of tens of thousands of people sitting there in my comments. You know, victims got to speak out, Tommy. You're so right. You're so right. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I don't care if anybody ever says that to me. I don't care. You do. Alex does. Got you in a lot of trouble. Got Rewired Soul in a lot of trouble. Because you got hooked on the fucking dopamine. All I do is reject it. All I do is I say, I don't want to play ball. I want to do something else. And if you are, you're like, let me tell you something, Reptile. If this is me, you're a coward. Because you just tagged me in it. Yes, this is shade. That's not tough unless you tag somebody. So if it's not you, whatever. And if you're talking about somebody specific that called the girl a fucking liar, well, have at him, motherfucker. Have at him. I don't know. I'd like to come on here and laugh once in a while. Is that so ridiculous? Is that too much to ask? Did you really get involved with this just to go after a rape allegation, after pedo allegation, after child porn, after I didn't? Why do you get so mad when I say I don't want to play? Why? I want to know. If you're throwing shade at me, I think you owe me a fucking answer. If you're not, well, have at it. The guy called him a liar. Probably shouldn't have called him a liar before he had all the facts in. I'm different than him. I'm different than him. I'm just staying out of it completely. And I'm entitled to. And I tell you something, I'm probably helping victims a lot more than you fuckers fucking up a story. Because all you guys doing here is make people like me. Put a fucking 1 in the chat right now that you felt different about this stuff in 2016 and now you feel a lot more like me. Put an M if you're a male, an F if you're a female after that 1. Put a 2 if you think it's a bunch of bullshit. Put a 3 if you're gay. Put a 4 if you're 25 years old and really into me. So there you go.
Tommy, that's considered underage or too old for them?
Yeah, probably.
Tommy's trying to ask for that ASL.
Application. ASL.
So there you go. We're allowed. We're allowed, Repsilla. We're not calling you a liar. We're not telling you a liar. We're not telling you can't do what you're doing. We just want out of the fucking game. It's like leaving this fucking which fucking trial is like leaving the mafia. You only go home 1 of 2 ways. I don't know if the girl's lying. That's the best part. That's the part you didn't listen to. That's why you fuck up stories all the time. I said in the video I put out Friday, I said today that I didn't look into it. Maybe your virtue, or maybe you're just passion to save victims, is just going to get you in trouble one day. And maybe that's why I'm still around. Because I know when to downshift. It's not that important to me. I'm just a guy. I can't save the world. It's not my obligation to use my platform for anything other than serving the community that invests the most into it. I don't have that guilt. Scarlett Johansson's words rang true with me. I have no obligation other than to be entertaining. And if I want to be political and I want to talk about something that's important to me, that's up to me too. You know what? This is important to me. You guys aren't equipped to do this. And more than likely, you're going to fuck it up and ruin somebody's life. And you should be a lot more concerned about that than fucking 5 or 10% or whatever I think what victims are telling the story are correct or not. Because personally, I've said, I don't know. I don't know. But here's something I do know. I'm fucking out of here. And I'll see you all tomorrow. We're doing a show on Wings Redemption.
That's a lot of money,
on his
I guess.
wife. Or no, her wife cheating on him. Thank you, very much, boss. And I will be avoiding allegations. Everybody, go to Rapzilla! Turtles in the chat, please! Positivity Turtles!
Independent excellence, devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my
That's a lot of money, I guess.
I'm about
for
to
a
make
person
it
of
hard
color.
to breathe. Here's a headline.
This is my illegitimate German son, Joe. I think you should see him because his mother is making me acknowledge his existence. Thanks so much, Boohoo, for the big 5-0. Yes, I take care of my illegitimate children. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good. Mow the lawn.